Known as the Angel of Death or the Grim Reaper, Hunk is a silent, mysterious force that kills anything that comes between him and his objective. With Hunk's incredible survival skills and ruthlessness, he has never failed a single mission, to which he owes his own 3-word philosophy: death cannot die. No enemy is too big, no task is too daunting. His name alone makes his enemies shake in terror, and yet, Hunk's true identity remains a mystery. So who is Hunk? And how has he managed to survive every incident? Hunk's origins analyzed in this gaming mystery. We don't know who Hunk really is, who he was, or where he came from. That's right, there's not a single record on paper that gives us a clue about Hunk's age or hometown. The earliest information on Hunk predates the events of Resident Evil 1. We know that Hunk was trained to become a cold-blooded killer at Rockford Island, a concentration camp turned training facility owned by none other than Umbrella Corp. A little fun fact about Rockford Island: construction workers were killed upon completing the facility to keep its location a secret, which seems to be Umbrella's favorite tactic. Hunk trained at Rockford Island for 2 years before quickly being recognized as one of the most skilled operatives. And that is all that is known about Hunk's past, which raises some big concerns. What was Hunk's childhood like, and what ties led him to a company as malevolent as Umbrella? These are the few images of a supposed unmasked Hunk, one from Resident Evil Outbreak, the other from Resident Evil 3. Resident Evil Outbreak takes place a few days after Resident Evil 1, meaning this picture dates somewhere between July 28, 1998 and August of 1998. Resident Evil 3 takes place in September of 1998, so unfortunately these pictures are only 3 months apart and aren't far enough time-wise to give us any pointers about Hunk's identity through physical appearance, but we do have a face and some wild conspiracy theories. Hunk's ability to shroud himself in mystery may be due to the fact that even he does not know his true identity or where he came from, similar to the main character in Christopher Nolan's film Memento. Putting Hunk's identity in that context, he'd also share a similar origin to Albert Wesker, who along with a dozen other children were kidnapped from their families and trained under Umbrella. Could one of those children have been Hunk? Perhaps this explains Hunk's mysterious link to Umbrella in the first place and his supernatural-like ability to survive every suicide run he's been on. The problem with Hunk being related to Albert Wesker through name rather than blood is that only 2 Wesker children, Albert and Alex Wesker, survived Project W, while the other Wesker children died due to the inability of handling the virus Umbrella had injected them with. If Umbrella kidnapped the young Albert Wesker because of his smarts, then perhaps Hunk was kidnapped by Umbrella as a child, brainwashed, and trained only to kill and survive. This is one of the more wilder conspiracy theories and should be taken with the smallest grain of salt. Somehow, somewhere in the internet, a conclusion has been made. Hunk is Chris Redfield's father. Where's the proof? There is a co-op raid mode in Revelations 2 where Chris Redfield and Hunk are playable characters. The two share some dialogue that some believe to be a hidden reference to the Star Wars series, where Darth Vader infamously reveals himself to be Luke's father. Hear it for yourself. Here's the dialogue in question.
It's our first time together, right?
Chris asks Hunk if it's their first time working together because he is unsure whether or not they've seen each other before. Perhaps there's some familiar vibe the two share, to which Hunk audibly makes Darth Vader-like breathing. Is there any merit to this? Would the developers bury an Easter egg this deep? Probably not. The problem with giving Hunk an identity is that he's more of an entity than a character. Maybe he's uniformed to be one character played by many characters. Hunk may just be a codename like 007, whose reputation continues as the operative that never dies, given to those who are worthy enough. Which explains why he truly never dies. Maybe Hunk does die, but is immortal in the sense that someone else carries the name after. Who do you think Hunk really is? Comment below your thoughts and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Resident Evil content. Thanks for the support, everyone. Until next time, stay single.